Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff.
Yo, I did not mean that, my bad.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle. It's Terry. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Hand off from the gun. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Lewis to throw. Got his man downfield. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making checks. Gonna swing it on second down. Looking left. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
On the move. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice game there, setting up 2nd
and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lewis wants to pass. Got his man.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sutter. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Got it in the middle at Sutter. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw again. Makes the pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Makes it past the marker. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Lewis to throw. That's caught. It's Lee. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sutter. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Off play action. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When an offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out and it's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Lewis wants to pass. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
He's looking to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 15, here's the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Oregon! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. He wants to throw it. He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
How about that for a momentum swing? The defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looks as if he's going to run it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Looking for space to the left. He's got it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Grab near the marker. It's Terry. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Lewis to throw. Quick strike complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. The tag. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this
sneaks it in.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 28 over Western Michigan. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first and 10 outside the 40. Lewis wants to pass. They're working that left side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Finds the tight end. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tacks on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Watson. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Snagged in the middle. It's Watson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game. Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Lewis to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Looking for more room. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. When we talk to coaches, David, a lot of times we zone out when they say we got to get the ball in the hands of playmakers. Except when they get the ball in the hands of playmakers.
And, Reese, I think that's smart, right? Like, get your best players the football and get them to them fast. Let them do the rest of the work. You can see he gets the football. He can make somebody miss, make those big plays. You've got to highlight those playmakers.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first.
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David. He's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Under fire. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Offense in a bunch formation. Lewis wants to pass. Flush down in the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the Q.
Turns on the Jets. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Oregon. And that one will give him the lead. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. Here's the return from inside the 25. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll run the option. He'll pull it on the read. Now the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They'll try the run. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Lewis to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in and you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up, you got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He'll toss it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And the Bears with the 1st and 10. He's got him in the flat. There he goes. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run.
He's going for the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the
How is that not a
line, and
touchdown?
that shove saved a touchdown.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they must take care of the football. Packs against the wall. He'll let it fly again. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
I like the aggressive nature by this offense. Everything screams run. First down and goal. Gonna run the football? No. They don't run the football. They stay aggressive. But the quarterback doesn't get reckless. He gets outside of the pocket, makes a good decision, throws it away, and lives the fight on second down.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll send the back in motion. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the defense got it. He's at the 50.
No more read option for you?
At the 20. 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. Might be changing the route. Lewis wants to pass. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Now the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Sutter. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working on the right. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make
Yo, a
plays
torn
like that.
pec is a season-ending injury. You might be cooked.
This game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Bears headed quickly to the line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He might want another play. Lewis to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Hauls it in. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Looking to pass. It's Gallagher. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. That pass is incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Complete to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big eye in.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He'll take another shot here. Catch inside the 25. Open spaces. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Lewis wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense changing the play. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking to the end zone. And give 6 grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
63, Baylor, 21.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So
he unleashes a long one. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
After this play, the cake will be baked. Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like, when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.